Welcome to this week's Miles Around. On this week's show, we're going to have two alternative fuel vehicles. We're going to start off with this. It's the 2007 Mercedes E-Class BlueTEC. And then we'll jump over to Ford's latest hybrid in the Escape.
Hey, I think I wore the right outfit today. I matched the Mercedes, but the show still starts right now. Welcome back to the program. If you have a chance, make sure and check out milesaround.com. You can look at the video library of all the vehicles we test each week, as well as updates on our Project Toyota Tundra. Nick?
So we always try to bring you the latest and greatest in the automobile world, and we're doing it this week with two alternative fuel vehicles. We're going to take a look at this. It's the 2007 Mercedes E-Class BlueTEC. And then we'll be taking a look at the Ford Escape Hybrid, which is all new for this year. But first of all, let's start off with some Miles Around news.
Welcome to Formula One for Beginners. Today with Dieter Gas, Chief Engineer Race and Test of the Panasonic Toyota Racing Team. Hands-on control, the steering wheel. As he searches for the perfect line, shifts gears up to 3,000 times and fights for peak performance, the steering wheel is the driver's #1 tool and a complex challenge.
The steering wheel is a very important and expensive element of the car. Basically, the steering wheel, apart from the brake pedal and the throttle pedal, is everything the driver needs to control the car. Therefore, on top we have a lot of switches which the driver is using while he's driving, for example the pit speed limiter, or he can influence the traction control. But this is not everything, because on the other side we have levers which the driver is operating for shifting, and as well the clutch, because we don't have any clutch pedal which is foot operated in the car.
The world's fastest place of work, a Formula One cockpit.
We are looking into the cockpit. We see the driver's seat. The driver's seat is made onto the driver in a perfect shape in order to give him the best stability while he is driving. He has to be able to cope with 4 Gs of lateral acceleration, which means 4 times the gravity that we feel while we're walking on Earth, which is an enormous amount of force and acceleration that the driver is suffering. It is very important to highlight the use of carbon fiber for the monocoque of the cars, because this has increased the level of safety for the driver over the past 20 years by very much, really.
The monocoque is virtually indestructible and protects the driver in the event of a crash. And now, Formula One brakes. Out on the track, it's all stop and go. Formula One cars can accelerate up to 160 kilometers an hour in 6 seconds and stop again in the same time. As a general rule, the softer the tire compound, the better the grip and the higher the speed through the corners. It also, however, means more wear.
We are standing next here to our 2007 tires of the Formula One car. The first year that everybody is using Bridgestone tires exclusively. This year we have a total of 4 different compounds available over the season, 2 per every race weekend, of different stiffnesses, which means as well a different grip between the different compounds. What is similar between all the tires is the working temperature. All the tires work in an average of around 80 degrees C. This is the moment where they offer the best grip to the car. What we need to determine as well is obviously which compound to use in which conditions. Therefore, we have the 4 compounds available. That means if you have a circuit which has a very abrasive structure and is very demanding for the tires, you would use a very hard compound. For example, Barcelona. Other circuits which are not so demanding for the tires, you would use the soft compound, and this example would be Monaco.
The right tire selection and the perfect pit stop, a real challenge for the strategists. Supreme technology, continuous improvement and teamwork, the building blocks for great Formula One performance.
That's Miles Around news for this week. Still to come, we'll take a look at the 2008 Ford Escape Hybrid, and when Miles Around returns, we'll look at this. It's the 2007 Mercedes E-Class BlueTEC.
I know you're on the beanbag. Stay there. We'll be right back.
Here are the guys that make Miles Around possible. The Russ Auto Group, Baxter Auto Parts, Northside Ford, Ray Reese Dealerships, 4 Wheel Parts Performance Centre, Grand Prix Imports, and J. Lee's Auto Group. Thanks, guys.